think about your shoes,
Ooh.
especially after you've worn them a little while and maybe they're not in the best shape? Do you throw them out? Do you donate them?
There's a lot in my closet.
There's a lot in the closet. What do you do with it all? Well, to give you some ideas and some ideas to take care of the earth is James Haley, a Worcester Preparatory School junior. Thanks for joining us on CoastLife today.
Thank you for having me.
Happy to have you.
So tell us a little bit about the project, the shoe drive that you've been working on.
So I worked with my school, Worcester Prep, to organize a shoe drive. It was a 1-week project at my school where we set up a collection bin in our school's cafeteria, and students were able to bring in shoes throughout a 1-week period. And I organized, sorted, and counted all of those shoes, and I shipped them off to a program called Souls for Souls, and they are now repurposing and redistributing the shoes to other countries and those in need. And so, yeah.
That's incredible.
That is incredible.
1 week, you collected a lot of shoes.
Yeah, we got 285 pairs total.
Amazing.
Wow.
Now I know that some of the shoes, but just a very small amount, weren't able to be redistributed, but they still aren't going to end up in a landfill. What happens to those shoes?
Correct. So of the 285 pairs of shoes that were collected, 261 were sent to Souls for Souls, and those were redistributed. And the remaining 24 pairs of shoes were athletic shoes that were no longer in wearable condition.
Sure.
And so those were delivered by me to the Nike outlet in Rehoboth.
Nice.
And Nike outlets have collection boxes for recycled shoes. And they can turn those shoes into new things that can be used in our communities today.
Awesome.
That's why I love interviews like this, because I live in Rehoboth and I go to Nike often, and I never knew there was a shoe drive like that. And now we have James from Worcester Prep telling us, and it's so cool that you can guide us to things like this.
Yes, and I do always wonder, because every now I'm big on my closet purges, and I think right now I do have a whole bunch of shoes just kind of sitting there that I'm like, oh, I'm not really wearing them.
Yeah.
Should I donate some? Do I recycle them? Why is it so important, though, that the ultimate choice is not to throw them in the trash?
Well, currently in the United States, right, according to the U.S. Department of the Interior, 300 million pairs of shoes are thrown away each year. 95% of those shoes are ending up in landfills, and each pair of shoes takes an average of 30 to 40 years to decompose for one shoe.
Yeah.
So there's already a large number of shoes that are ending up in landfills, and a small project like this can go a long way to helping keep those shoes out of landfills, extending their life, and just helping other people and the community around you.
I mean, what maybe inspired you to kind of start this project?
So there were a few inspirations. Where I got the idea for the project was I have a family friend who works at Texas A&M University, and she runs a similar project, a shoe drive, with some of her students there. And so we got the idea from, or I got the idea from her, right? And it was a hit. It worked very well at my school. And some of the inspiration for it was actually from my time in scouting, in my Eagle Scout project, where I've had a lot of experience with environmental work, and I've seen our environment up close and personal firsthand a little bit. And just I wanted to find another way to help, and this was a simple way that I could do during school, and I'd say it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I would say
Definitely.
so.
I mean, I was shocked when I heard it was just 1 week. I'm like, oh, maybe the semester he collected 200 plus shoes, but 1 week, I mean, it can only go up from here too, which is incredible.
Absolutely. But your shoe drive is not the only way that people who maybe are feeling inspired by your project and maybe want a spot to donate shoes, where can they do that today if they wanted?
Well, this program that I used, Souls for Souls, they work with a company called Zappos, and Zappos will actually pay for free shipping.
Nice.
Nice.
They will pay for all of your shipping costs, and so anyone anywhere can go and send their shoes off, their extra shoes, off to a place like Souls for Souls for free, and they're doing their part, and it's helping the environment and keeping shoes out of landfills.
Yeah, you guys are probably doing spring cleaning. If you have a pair that you're like, I can't wear these out, someone else, I mean, that pair could mean the world to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think we really take for granted how useful a pair of shoes
Definitely.
is. I mean, it's something that we use every single day.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's right.
Wow.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you so much for being here.
James, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you so much for being an upstanding young person and collecting shoes and protecting our environment.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course.
But we do have some more inspiring stories how art can help you heal when we get back.